You park your car on a freezing winter night. The windshield is pristine, maybe hiding a tiny, seemingly harmless rock chip. But the next morning, you find a jagged crack completely ripping across the glass. No one hit your car. To understand this, we have to look at the structural math of modern glass. On paper, this material boasts a staggering theoretical strength of about 40 gigapascals. That immense threshold means an overnight temperature drop simply doesn't pack enough physical force to break the glass on its own. Yet, when we step into that freezing car, our first instinct is to crank the heater and defroster up to maximum. Doing so triggers a violent physical reaction called thermal shock. The hot air hits the inner surface of the windshield, forcing it to rapidly expand, while the outer surface remains frozen tight and contracted. The two layers are literally fighting each other. But even this intense structural tension isn't enough to exceed the 40 gigapascal limit. Something else has to be secretly compromising the glass from the inside. As we can see in this vintage testing photograph, the automotive industry hasn't used single panes of glass since the late 1930s. A windshield is actually a laminated safety system. Engineers bond two rigid layers of glass around a tough, flexible plastic core called polyvinyl butyrol, or PVB. This cross-section diagram highlights how modern iterations take this design even further. A traditional thick soda lime glass layer sits on the outside, a thin PVB layer rests in the middle, and a fusion-drawn, chemically strengthened ply, like Gorilla Glass, is placed on the inside to make the whole unit lighter and twice as tough. This multi-layer design effectively keeps the windshield from shattering into dangerous shards during a collision. However, marrying these different materials into a single pane is exactly what subjects the glass to intense internal tension when temperatures fluctuate. That tension gets amplified long before the glass ever meets a vehicle. Manufacturers intentionally bake extreme, permanent stress directly into the windshield at the factory. Creating the sleek, aerodynamic curves of modern car designs requires manipulating the edges of the glass. The outer perimeter is forced into a dense, rigid state known as compressive stress. By tightly packing molecules at the edge, manufacturers create a counterforce. A residual tensile stress forms, constantly pulling the center of the glass apart. You drive with a windshield loaded like a coiled spring, perpetually holding back internal kinetic forces. This diagram illustrates how engineers rely on specialized tools, like a gray field polariscope, to measure this invisible tug-of-war. Using circularly polarized light, they can reveal the glowing bands of residual stress permanently trapped inside the glass. Because the edges bear massive structural pressure, they heat and cool much faster than the center. If a tiny pebble strikes near the edge, it compromises a dynamic system that is already stretched to its absolute physical limits. But the real damage happens at a microscopic level. When that tiny rock hits, it creates a crack tip that is unimaginably sharp. Basic physics dictates all ambient stress locked in the windshield funnels directly into that impossibly narrow point. At the tip of the microscopic crack, localized stress multiplies so intensely it breaches the 40 gigapascal limit, forcing molecular bonds to snap. A slow, invisible reaction begins taking place over the following weeks, a phenomenon physicists call stress corrosion. Water molecules from humidity seep into the damaged zone like microscopic crowbars, using chemical hydrolysis to sever silicon-oxygen bonds well ahead of the visible fracture. This chemical dissolution weakens the internal structure well before the glass physically separates. By the time you notice the fracture, the windshield's structural integrity has secretly failed for weeks. The timeline culminates the night before the visible break. Moisture from snow or a freezing rain creeps inside that chemically degraded, highly stressed rock chip. Overnight, the temperature plunges. The trapped water freezes, expanding into a microscopic ice wedge that actively forces the glass apart from the inside. The next morning, you step into the cold and slam the frozen car door. That impact sends a violent, vibrating shockwave straight through the rigid, freezing glass. Shivering, you crank the defroster. The blast of heat creates an instant thermal shock between the rapidly expanding inner layer and the contracted outer layer. The silicon-oxygen bonds, eaten away by water, pulled to their limits by factory-engineered tension, wedged apart by ice, and shocked by sudden heat, finally surrender all at once, ripping a massive crack across your line of sight. The failure occurs when manufacturing tension, Ice expansion and chemical erosion reach a critical threshold. The thermal shock from the defroster provides the final energy needed to snap a system that has been overloaded since the day it was made.